friends, thanks for joining me today. I want to do this cute little set with you today. Could be spring, could be summer. I just pulled from a couple of images I found on Instagram and threw some techniques together and got this really cute set of medium square nails. I used the Apres sculpted square nails today in the length medium. And I have a couple of new products in, so let's go over those first. And then I will show you what I did. I did start with a couple of steps already, but I'll tell you what they were. I'll get to those in a minute. So I got a few little polishes in the mail today. Well, not today, but I got some in the mail. Some stuff in the mail, and I thought I would share it with you. So let's see what we have. I have yet to try any of the builder gels from Madam Glam, and I actually have this on some of my nails today right now, but let me show you that, what it looks like. Actually, let's open it for you. I really like the packaging that they have for their products. And the builder gel pots are no different. So this one is, what is this, the Mermaid Glitter Nude Builder Gel. And here's what it looks like. There you go. Here's what it looks like on a swatch. It's got some large chunks, smaller chunks of glitter. And it does have a little bit of opacity. So could be, in the jar I believe it looks pink. Shouldn't have closed it, sorry. Yeah, it does appear to be a little bit darker of a pink, but it doesn't show up that dark. It's more of a milky pink. So that is a really beautiful builder gel. And I will be using that on all of my my short little natural nails pretty soon. I only have it on some right now. I was just testing it out. And then also I got, so these 5 items I was gifted by Madam Glam, and I just wanted to show you the swatches so we could just go over a couple little cute new colors. I use this one in the set, so I'm going to put this one aside for now. This one's called the Perfect Yellow. And in the meantime, I have this really cool looking cat eye. So this one is a blue, I'm going to call it a blue glitter cat eye. The name of this one is Icy Touch. I did the first coat for you because we always do one coat before we do the second coat and magnetize the particles. Actually, both of these are cat eyes. So I've already put on one coat. This one is called Pandora. So let's start out with this one. This is a cat eye, but it looks super, super glittery. Okay. So let's go in with this second coat. There is so much sparkle on this, and I really think I'm going to be using this next, this Icy Touch shade in an upcoming spring set. It's just magical, the amount of glitter it has. So let's see here. My goodness, it sure is. It's like the particles are really, the magnetic particles are super large. I don't know. This is a really, really cool cat eye. But it's got so much dimension to it, you know, because it's got the extra chunky glitters. So that one's really, let's turn off that buzzard. Sorry. So that one's really beautiful. And then this one, next one, the Pandora shade. This one has tons of dimension too. So many different shades in it. Let's just work this cat eye together and see what that's like. I haven't tried the cat eye on this one. I just saw the really cool shade that it has. I did choose the colors that they gifted me, but once I got all these shades, I wasn't exactly sure if I was going to be able to get them to work well together in one set of nails. So I did have to, is it me? Or is this not? Let me use a different magnet. Let's use this guy. Okay, I think the particles that are moving around are, I see them now. They are, yeah, they're moving now. It's more of like a gold. The gold are the magnetic particles. It's a little difficult to see that because there are some purple particles in there, but the ones that move around have a gold tint to them. I think you can see it a little bit more like that. Okay, So that's those two shades and the builders. So let me close those up. I say this in all my videos. I hope you are heeding my advice. Close the bottle when you're done with it. Otherwise, you know, I think you know what I'm about to say. Okay, let me find a swatch stick. And what am I doing next? This is one of my favorites probably that they've sent me so far. Cosmic Sparkle. So check that cap out. Let's see. Can you see it from the cap? You can totally use this for your opal nails are a big trend now. So you might put down a milky base, put this on top, and then the milky base over it, and you've got yourself an opal nail. This is, I just kept looking at this color and kept like moving it around. Let's put you on a white background. And kept moving it around and looking at all the different colors that it can, I mean, it's just got one of everything. Yellow, pink, orange, green. It just has everything. And I'm really, I want to put this on everything. I think it's so, so beautiful. Okay, so those are the colors. That's the 4 swatches. And as I mentioned, I'm using the Perfect Yellow for my nail set. So let me pull that back out. And then I'll tell you on the nails that what I've done so far. So for this nude base, I used this RARJSM gel polish in the shade, well, this is number 760. I'm not sure if it has a name. Sometimes they do. And that's what that looks like. So I did 2 coats of this 760. And on top of those 2 coats for these 3 nude nails, I did 1 coat of Nails Blinged Supply gel polish in the shade NB27. So this is a lighter pink, and this is what this one looks like. I wanted to lighten up the nude once I had those 2 colors. I love RARJSM nudes. I have a whole video where I call out like 6 of my favorites in my nude, my favorite nudes. And okay, so that's where we are with those 3, right? Because we need to do a French on 2 of them, and one of them is just getting like a little Y decoration on the ring. But I figure we get the 2 out of the way that are pretty almost done. So I'm going to for this one, I'm just going to put a top coat on the green. Because, let me not forget. This one I did pay for myself. This Madame Glam gel polish is in the shade Minty Mirage. And that's what I used for the green in this. And all I'm doing on this pinky is putting a couple of stars on there. So, so I'm going to go ahead and pull these 2 nails off first because I'm just going to work on those 2. I'll put the nude based ones aside. And so I'm going to grab this. I'm going to put a top coat on this and then put the 2 stars so that I can have that one finished. So it's top coat, stars, stickers, and then top coat again. Then that nail is done. Ooh. Then for this one, I'm going to go in, put a blooming gel on or a base coat. Lately, I've just been using a base coat in place of a blooming gel, and it works the same. And what I'll do is I will get a little palette out, put some of that Misty Mirage on it, and then I'll let the blooming gel form for this one. Then I will go in with a top coat. Okay, so it's blooming gel, put the green dots on, top coat, and then I will go in with those 3D, the non-wipe 3D waves on there, the sculpted waves. So then we can have those 2 done. So I'll finish that up, or I'll get started on that, work on those nails, and then I'll be checking in with you in a minute.